I'm Adrienne Gonzalez. Former Bachelor star Chris Soules was arrested for causing a deadly accident and leaving the scene. He hit a neighbor's tractor in his hometown of Aurora, Iowa. Before 2015, people had to visit a doctor to get a prescription. Despite its availability, the number of deaths caused by opiate overdoses has nearly doubled. And now, student government is stepping in. We go live to Victoria Saha with the details. Students say that what they learn abroad will help them improve their skills back home. QU's Student Programming Board announced the headliner for this year's Wake the Giant concert. Plus, what's happening with the National Football League now? We'll be right back. The first new male birth control in over a century has been developed. It comes in the form of an injectable gel that blocks sperm but still allows liquid to pass through. The gel is 98% effective, has no major side effects, and can be reversed with a single shot. Experts say giving men more control over the reproductive organs brings more equality to relationships, leading to happier and healthier couples. And while you wait for that product to be available in U.S. markets, you may have to get creative. New legislation just passed allowing states to withhold federal funding from family planning clinics that provide abortions. Governor Malloy has said he will ensure family planning clinics in Connecticut continue to receive the funding they need. Over half of the services provided by Planned Parenthood of Southern New England are for contraceptives and STI screenings. In other behind-the-scenes news, Hollywood writers may go on strike for the first time in 10 years. The Writers Guild of America voted overwhelmingly to strike if studios did not meet their demands. Writers are requesting higher script fees and pay from streaming media, as well as larger contributions to their health plans. Their contracts expire on May 1st. If a deal is not reached in the next few days, it could knock some of your favorite fall shows off the air. That's a look at this week's entertainment news. Back to you two at the desks. We'll be back next week with more news from around Quinnipiac and the local community. Quinnipiac communications students are taking their skills out of the classroom and into the real world this spring break. They are traveling to Nicaragua as part of a global storytelling class with Professor Margarita Diaz.
We're coming in the spirit of we want to learn your stories, and we want to be able to translate these stories for other audiences who might benefit from learning about your lives.
This is the second year Professor Diaz has organized the trip.
We're going to visit some of the same places we visited last year, which include the Central Market in León, a couple of rural schools, and an old folks' home.
Students say that what they learn abroad will help them improve their skills back home.
I'm excited to go down there because I've never had this opportunity to tell a story from another culture.
While this is only the second year for communications students, the university has been sending students to the developing nation for over 10 years.
And I think all these many years of collaborations there have established some really important ties between our communities.
I spoke to one Quinnipiac senior who says he learned a lot from last year's trip.
I definitely learned how to work in a very diverse group of people. I think it's helped me a lot, actually. Before that trip, I wasn't able to really work as a team, in a team as well as I can now.
He also had a few words of advice for this year's group.
What I think we all learned in last year's trip is having an open mind is always important, and also don't be afraid to expand your horizons. Try stuff you never tried before, because you might not get a chance to try it again.
Communications students aren't the only ones going. Quinnipiac's social work program and School of Education are also sending groups to Nicaragua. There are over 50 students in total participating. Students leave Friday for their one-week trip. Adrienne Gonzalez, QNN. Jack and Mary Lemley have seen the damage that an opiate addiction can do to a family.
12 weeks from the day, if you will, that we got the diagnosis of your son has the disease of addiction. And 12 weeks to the day later, he was dead.
A medication called Narcan can reverse the effects of an overdose. Because of the current opioid crisis, new laws allow anyone to walk into a pharmacy and ask for Narcan. Doug Olson, an addiction specialist at Fairhaven Community Health Center, says these steps are long overdue.
It's no different than allowing people to go into a pharmacy and purchase sugar if somebody has low blood sugar and they're a diabetic.
Before 2015, people had to visit a doctor to get a prescription. Despite its availability, the number of deaths caused by opiate overdoses has nearly doubled since 2015. Edmund Fernero Jr. is the director at Vicel's Pharmacy. He is licensed to prescribe Narcan, but says he's only sold 10 kits in the past year.
They know it is available. You can't force somebody or push somebody to get the product.
Jack and Mary lost their son, Chris, before Narcan was easily available.
I would imagine now with, the laws that have been passed that every sober house, would have Narcan in it. I would think now in this day and age, that he would have been resuscitated, by the Narcan.
The clock tower has been a staple of Quinnipiac since the early years. It is almost as iconic as President John Leahy. Since Leahy took the helm, he grew Quinnipiac College from under 2,000 students to Quinnipiac University with an enrollment of over 10,000. After 30 years, he has decided to retire. In a statement released on Friday, he said, "It is with mixed emotions that I report to you that the 2017 to 2018 academic year will be my last as president of Quinnipiac University. God willing, on June 30th, 2018, I will retire having completed 31 years and 3 months as your president."
The sense of the school's kind of profile and prestige has risen dramatically in that time. And I would attribute a lot of it to President Leahy.
Dean Brown has been with the university since 1994. Since then, the university has expanded from 1 campus to 3, and athletics have gone from Division II to Division I.
He's really supported his women's basketball program. It was pretty weird to see an email saying that he was pretty much done.
So it's kind of upsetting that this guy who I've essentially known for 4 years, not like my best friend, but I've known him for 4 years. Now, the year after I leave, he's going to be gone, and it's kind of concerning who's going to take over. We have no idea that who's coming next, so it's more of will they have the same impact that Leahy does.
Professor Margarita Diaz has been with the university since 2003.
After 30 years on the job, a person is bound to experience up and downs, and I think we saw that during his tenure here.
Quinnipiac has yet to announce who his replacement will be. When asked for comment, the Office of Public Affairs said that President Leahy will not speak publicly about the matter until the school year is over. Adrienne Gonzalez, QNN.